By the desk. No. The one on the desk. This. The that one.
Yes,
okay. It's been not working sometimes. Okay, thank you. Hello. We've missed you. 5 minutes.
Guru
सर्वत्र साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते श्रीनारायणं शक्ति बोले सनातनी गुणाश्रये गुणामये नारायणी नमोस्तुते नागरिनाथ परित्राणपरायणे सर्वशक्तिहरे देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते जय 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 महामाई की जय जय भगवान श्री रामकृष्ण देव की जय जय स्वामीजी महाराज जी की जय जय माँ दक्षिणेश्वरी भवतारिणी दक्षिण काली की जय जय माँ की जय
Yeah.
Closer.
Yeah. There are some cushions there. Those who want, there are more cushions there. Those who are sitting on the floor.
Look, you're here.
Be comfortable. You can come here, sit here. You come from the other. Come. Some can sit here, they get from this. Come. Or June. Come sit. Be comfortable. तब कथामृतं तप्त जीवनं कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः. The nectar of thy words are life for those who are scorched by the world. The words which have been uttered by the knowers of truth, which wipe out sins, the very hearing of which is beneficial, which is beautiful, pleasing to the ears, pleasing to the hearts, which are inexhaustible. Those who recount them on the earth are the givers of plenty. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, 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 Penchwal. Satsang. We are studying the Prachin Sadhuder Katha, Volume 2, Stories of the Vedanta Monks. Tonight we shall talk about Swami Saradeshananda, a disciple of Holy Mother. I met him in 1977, again in 1986 in Vrindavan. He is an illumined soul, no doubt about it. When you see that person, you can feel it. You don't have to make any effort to calm down your mind. Your mind will automatically stop. Amazing personality. He was an attendant of Holy Mother nearly 5-6 years. Served Mother in Janambati. A real sadhu. One of my friends left the Ramakrishna order as a brahmachari and traveled whole India on foot, without money, without anything. 2,000-3,000 miles barefooted. From Belur he went to Akbar beyond Orissa, Andhra, Akbar, South India. From there came to Maharashtra, Bombay, Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh. Then when he came to Rishikesh, he became very sick. So this Swami, I'm talking about it was probably 1958-59 that time. This Swami was in Rishikesh, practicing austerity. This Swami took this brahmachari under his wings, fed him, took care of him. Then asked him, now you go back and join the order. He came, he stayed, I remember 2 years we were together in training center. Very learned man. He mentioned that, I had nothing, I was very sick. But how this old Swami took care of me. another brahmachari. I'm just telling you that how help comes from the different angles when you are sincere. Another brahmachari, he did not get his vows, so he left the order. Then this brahmachari was asking, Swami, if you tell about him, perhaps he will stay. He didn't know, he will not stay. Sometimes these people can see inside. But if I ask the general secretary, they will listen to me, they will take him, but he will not stay. Some people come to experiment to see whether monastic life is suitable or not. I experimented. 1 year, 3 months I experimented. As a proof reader, I came. I told him, this is the only life will suit me. Family life is not for me. It reminds me of Indian folklore. The story of a preacher, ardent preacher. A son of a rich man came to the monastery on the top of a hill and wanted to be a monk. The abbot told him, this life is not for you, it is a hard life. You go back. No, I want to be a monk. Then he said, what shall I have to do? You will have to bring water from the lake on the top of the mountain and hard labor. So one day he was taking an ardent pitcher who came to the lake, take the water. He did it 1 year or something, then he was thinking, let me run away and lead my comfortable life. Then do you know what happened? He brought the pitcher and put it near the shore of the lake and was about to run away. Then the pitcher called him, hey, why are you going? Come on, young man. You want to run away? Listen to my story. I was mad. People would walk over me. One day potter found me suitable mat for his pots and pans, so he jugged me and brought me and dumped me on his courtyard for a year or two. Then one day he took me and kneaded me and put it in the wheel and made me a pitcher. And then again he put me into the in the sun. Then he put into clean and burn it. Look, I was black mud. Now I am red because they burned me. They burned me, the fire. Then again I was neglected and kept in the courtyard. Then one day that potter sold me in the market and this monastery bought me. And now they are using me for carrying water, which you are doing. Look, people were to walk over me, now I am on the shoulder, on the head of the monks. They carry me. And you, for a little comfort, you want to give up this life. Go back, carry the water. In the Buddhist tradition, they say, before realization, chop wood, carry water. After realization, chop wood, carry water. Funny, very beautiful story. Do not give up. There was another Swami. He was also a training center with me. He was MA in Sanskrit. So he went to see the Swami. Swami looked at him and said, listen, do not give up Sanskrit. He became a professor in our training center and taught the young monks Sanskrit grammar and Sanskrit. You see, these people know the value of each person. This person is a musician, will be used for music. This person is this. That is the reason Ramakrishna Ashram looks so beautiful. Variety. Our monks is the judge of the roses, judge of the music. Brilliant people. One day, two monks were talking about death, and Maharaj was lying down, Swami Saradeshananda. If you see his bed, there's a mat, blanket, one pillow, bas, nothing else. Slept on a blanket. I remember in 1977 when we went to the shrine, I took the picture of his belongings. If you read, I think that Luis Gandhi's biography, the legacy of Mahatma Gandhi, one pair of glasses, one knife, one mortar, and one Bhagavad Gita, one sandal, one pair of sandals. That is all he had. Legacy of Gandhi, you will see. Same thing. That Swami Mahatma Gandhi, he used to read Gospel of Ramakrishna to Mahatma Gandhi every noon in 1948 in Bangla, in 47, 48, when there was a riot between India and Pakistan. He went there. And the Swami was doing relief. And Mahatma Gandhi says, could you read every noon to Gospel of Ramakrishna to me in Bengali? And the Swami used to read to him, Mahatma Gandhi. Swami was talking about the death of the illumined souls, what happens. He said those who are illumined, Brahma, Nwara Brahman, they are Jivan Mukta, they are free while living. They will never be reborn. No more rebirth for them. They do not die like ordinary people. When ordinary people die, their breath comes out from the body. Their breath does not come out. It dissolves in the body. Well, how do you know? Well, Upanishad says that, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Atha akamayamana jo akamo nishkamo aptakamo atmakamo natasya prana utkramante brahmaivasan brahmaipeti. This is my favorite verse. What happens at the time of death? Brahma ko Jivan Mukta Purush ki atho akamayamano is desireless. What kind of desireless? Upanishad used 4 adjectives. Akamo. Akamo means his desire does not go outside. I want that, I want that. No. That is called akamo. Mane bohirmukhi, বাইরের objects he does not want. Nishkamo means he uprooted the subtle desires. I have a desire to have a car. But all those desires are completely gone. There is no more subtle desires in the mind. We have so many desires jumping in the mind. That is called nishkama. Aptakama means purnakam. All desires are fulfilled. Example, a pitcher full with water. If you press the empty pitcher under the water, bhak, 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 sound will come. But when the pitcher is full, no more sound. That is his content. Purna kama. Full. All desires are fulfilled. Then Atma kama. His desire is only for the Atman. I want Atman in my life, nothing else. These are the 4 words have been used to the Nwara Brahman. It is all desires. Do you know what do they say? Vasana pushyati bapuhu. It is the desire which preserves the body. If you have no desire, your body will fall right now on the floor. Just like a ripe fruit. It falls from the tree automatically. It is desire. Otherwise we cannot function in this world. I remember when I was in college, we had a professor, very interesting man, a Vaishnava. He was talking about, that day only lecture was in economic class, desire. Wants, human wants, that is the topic. He was talking about one of the characteristics of human wants is insatiable. Insatiable human wants. It will never be enjoyed. If all these are saying, do you know what will happen? All shopping malls will be closed. All industry will be stopped. No stock market, nothing of the sort. Everything will stop if there is no desire. It is the desire which brings motion in this world. Most desire. Wants. So he was making a joke. A man drunk up to this. Bottle after bottle, up to this. Do you know what does he say at that time? Aur leao. Bring more. He's up to this. Not a single drop of wine can go there, but his desire says, bring more. He makes, I shall never forget, it was in 1953. In the economic class, he was talking characteristics of human wants. That was the topic. Wants. Aur le aao. But at that time he forgot his mother tongue. He was talking in Hindi. Aur le aao. Bring more. So that person is. He says, Tusya prana bilyante jale shaishabo akhilavat. Shiva Gita says, his prana dissolves in the cosmic prana as salt dissolves into the water. In Bhagavatam also it is there. Atmani atmanam avishya swanta shasha uparamid. Do you know what happens? At the time of death, it's just like a rocket. A desire comes here and you shoots. Your prana, your life, inner subtle body, it will shoot. Then it will decide that where you will be born next time. With that last thought of the death, that determines where you will be born. I want to be a musician. I want to be a soccer player. I want to be this, that. I want to be a monk. All determines your last moment, how you are shooting your rocket. What desire becomes prominent at the time of death. It is 8th chapter of the Gita. Krishna mentioned about that how this life moves from one to the another. Brihadaranyaka says, Jalu Kopat, it is just like a leech. It grabs one blade of grass, takes the next one. This is the way leech moves. So human soul moves like this. One body after one other body. How many times? 84. 84 lokho. 8,400,000 births we get a human body. Human body is very precious. Anyhow. Swamiji don't like that you tell one word, you trusted me and told me something, and I put that word to, told that thing to divulge that secret to another, that person to another. But he did not like it. Sometimes I have a line, gossip spreads faster than the gospel. Gossip. In Hollywood, there is a gossip empire. They call it gossip vine. Very popular. Gossip. I think if you reach and Langers, if you Google it, I am gossip, you will find what a beautiful story she wrote. Very young brahmachari came and crying to him. But Swami, this brahmachari, his attendant came and Maharaj, why was he crying? I shall not tell you. He told me secret, personal. If somebody asked Maharaj, he wrote a book called Sri Sri Chaitanya Dev and Sri Sri Mayar Katha. He wrote a book on Muhammad also, but it was not published. Chaitanya Dev, I remember it was 1959, that book came out. So in our night class, that was the reading. A brahmachari will read 15 minutes, all monks should be there after supper. 15 minutes reading. And morning, half an hour, Upanishad, Gita, which is the ashrama routine. So we were Chaitanya Dev. His book we used to read, I still remember. So somebody asked me, his attendant, could you take his autograph? I want to give this book for myself. So he wrote that I gave this book to him. Then Swami signed it and said, now you pay for this book. But the brahmachari, his attendant. Why should I pay? That is the thing I wrote. You should not deviate from the truth. He will not take money from me, but that doesn't matter. You asked me to write that I am Anup Brahmachari, I am giving this book to this person. You must keep the truth that you gave this book. You know, they have so much Shattanistha, steadfastness for the truth. No. Even your action, your speech should not be deviate from the truth. Once some monks went to Tirupati, very famous temple, Balaji, very famous temple. I went there in 1971. The monks found at that time just like a beggar, one small cloth, seated in the corner of the temple and repeating mantra. He traveled all over, all holy places. Swami Premashananda told that, when you go, some devotee invited him. So several monks went and said, take Gopesh Maharaj, Saradeshananda with you. He went, and he went there. He took little food in a bowl and ate it within few minutes. And other monks, what to do? They also finished their lunch, eating quickly. Then they said, we shall never go with him to eat anybody's house. We did not enjoy the food at all. Then comes Paraninda Paracharcha, criticism. We were critical. Then Swami told me, all these monks came, were attracted. They are all attracted by Sri Ramakrishna. They have some good qualities, otherwise why will they come to the monastery? And only Sri Ramakrishna knows what is good for this monk. Nobody is perfect. Some people make some mistakes, some people rise and fall. That is the way Sri Ram God teaches us. There is a saying in Swamiji, Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Bhranti Rupena Samastita. I bow down to the Divine Mother, Bhranti, bhool, forgiveness. Sometimes we make mistakes and we suffer, and then God pulls us very quickly. Sometimes some people go down, and Then comes Anushochana, lamentation. Oof, why did I do that? Then he starts to run upward. It is very difficult to judge any soul. Do not judge. One monk, mother's disciple was going to wrong direction. Somebody says, he is going wrong direction. Saradananda says, how do you know? Perhaps he is going through a shortcut. Through thorny road, shortcut he is making. So he is going that direction. And you will have to go nice road, zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. It will take long time for you to reach the destination. He will go very quickly. So do not charge. I remember I had an assistant when I was working. He's an elderly Muslim man. I told him, hey, why do you make mistakes? That old man told me, sir, two persons do not make mistake, God and Satan. God is perfect, so he does not make any mistakes. Satan, he does not admit his mistakes, So these two persons do not just make mistakes. I'm a human being, I make mistakes. So I could not say anything to that man. Sri Ramakrishna, it is not in the gospel, it is in Pramartha Prasanga. Chaluni means strainer. Tells the needle, hey, there is a hole at your back. Do you see that hole at your back? Needle. Chaluni has 1,000 holes. He doesn't see it. So some human beings, they have many holes, but they only see the others a small hole. Christ also says, in your eyes there is a beam and you are seeing a small particle in other eyes, you see. Swami cautioned that monk, if you criticize a monk, that means you are criticizing Sri Ramakrishna. And another monk came and complained, you are complaining against this monk. About you also there are some complaints. But our Buddha Maharaj, in Benares, he was the head Swami. Swami Brahmananda's disciple. He was very fond of me. So, suppose we are monks, I went to him and told that, this brahmachari or this monk is doing this. Then he will call that monk, hey, such and such person came and told you that you did all these things. Nothing he can keep secret. So later on, do you know what happened? Nobody goes to him to complain. Hey, do you know what? Somebody told you against you these things. He will tell you never. That person is exposed, so he will never complain. I like one I think it is in Jnana Yoga, Swamiji mentioned about it. You have fault inside, that is the reason you can see fault in others. Swamiji gave an example. Here is a 2-year-old boy on the bed, in the bedroom. A thief entered, took away all the jewelry of his mother. This boy did not shout, thief, thief, thief. Why? The concept of thief was not in the child's mind. No concept what is theft, what is thief. So thief took away. When you have the concept, then you will shout, thief, thief, thief. Similarly, if your mind is pure, no fault finding, you will find you cannot see fault in others. I remember once, there is a story of Holy Mother. Golapma was shouting, some people did something wrong. So Holy Mother says, Gulab, why are you shouting and making noise? Mother, it is useless to tell you about these things because you do not see any fault in others. Then Mother replied, Gulab, if one person in this world does not see fault in others, the world is not going to collapse. If one person in this world does not see fault in others, the world is not going to collapse. We see fault in others. One monk came to him, Maharaj, they made me the head of the center. Please give me some advice. Maharaj said, let me tell you, that center is a very old center. It has some wonderful traditions. Because you are the head, overnight, do not change anything. Just go and see how the thing is working, and slowly, if you see that you can do any improvement, do it. But do not change in the very beginning. Some people want to show their ego. Overnight, I want this. It is wrong. It is very difficult to start a tradition. But it is easy to destroy the tradition very quickly. For example, in Hollywood, Swami Prabhupananda's time, 3 times, all monks and nuns must come to the shrine. Morning, 7 to 8, noon, 12 to 1, again evening, 6 to 7. All monks and nuns must come and sit in the shrine. It was a beautiful tradition, I remember, in Hollywood. But if you discontinue or break it, it will go. I shall remember one story that you know. Good habits, if you hold, it will make your character beautiful. And if those habits you give away, it will leave you. Previously, I had so many good habits. Now I do not do all those things. For example, every morning I used to read the Gita, memorize the Upanishads, study various kinds of things. And I decided that every day, 1 hour, I shall spend for Swamiji. I can read 16 pages in 1 hour. Vivekananda's complete verse, 8 volumes, 6,000 pages, boom. Every day, 16 pages. Every day, 16 pages. This is the way, it is called resolution. That is the way you can build your life and character. Now, of course, my mind does all kinds of work. So those things I do not do anymore. I'm just telling you that, those who come to spiritual life, just have a routine. Put your life into a routine, you will find it will go smoothly. Sometimes people come and after supper, instead of watching television, make a rule that we shall read 4 to 5, 6 pages of Gospel of Ramakrishna. That will give you holy compassion. A woman devotee came and asked Swami, you are a mother's disciple, could you bless me? Then he says, you are the mothers. All women are the mother, you bless me. Then another sadhu came, Maharaj, with that hands you served Holy Mother. You rubbed her feet, you put oil on her body. Please put those 2 hands on my head. Swami said, if my hand would help you with my paras, I would put my hand on myself. I have so much physical problem. He said that. We had a Swami in New York. If anybody would come, he will grab your 2 hands and will take on his head and say, please bless me so that I may die soon. So I used to tease him, Dada, we used to call him, Dada means elder brother. Dada, you were collecting all these blessings and you were living long. You were begging to die soon, and look, your longevity is going up. Because of the, you were grabbing everybody's hand, you will take with 2 hands, bless me so that I may die soon, and you are living long. There is a beautiful story, I think it is in the Bhagavatam or somewhere. Brikashur. Long, many years he was meditating on Shiva. And Shiva appeared before him and said, what boon do you want? Brikashur said, Lord, give me a boon that on whose head I shall put my hand, his head will disappear then and there. Tathastu, so be it. Bas. Brikashur says, then I shall experiment on you first. I shall put my hand on your head. Shiva started to run. Heaven, earth, netherworld, he was running and running and running. Then Vishnu came to protect Shiva. Vishnu took his Mohini Maya as a little handsome young little boy, came and says, O king of the demons, why are you running? You are tired, exhausted. What is wrong in you? Well, Shiva gave me a boon. I want to experiment that boon on Shiva. My goodness, do you believe in Shiva? He lives in cremation grounds. He lives among the ghosts and hobgoblins. He smokes marijuana. And you trust this Shiva. Naked, he is hopeless. That person you believe. The Shiva told you right thing or wrong, why don't you put your hand on your own head and experiment it? Vishnu deluded him. The moment he put his on his head, boom, head disappeared. I was telling that, somebody prays something, that prayer can be very destructive. Then another funny story I wrote was, see God with open eyes. Danger of prayer. Some people pray. Narada and Parvata, 2 rishis. They both are devotees of Vishnu. And King Ambarisha, which is in the Bhagavatam, had a daughter named Srimati, paragon of beauty. So Narada, both the rishis fell in love with that girl. Narada wanted to marry her, and he went to Vishnu and said, Lord, I want to marry her, but Parvati is my competitor. So tomorrow will be Swayamvara. Swayamvara, next day, she will select her husband. Please make Parvati's face like a monkey face. Vishnu says, all right, that I shall do. Then Narada came. Narada knew that I will win. Then Parvati also went secretly to Vishnu. Lord, Narada is my competitor. I want to marry that girl, that princess. Let Srimati sees Narada's face like a Hanuman. Do you know the difference between Hanuman and monkey? Monkey's face is red. Hanuman's face is dark, black. That is the difference between monkey and Hanuman. So, but let his face like a Hanuman. Narada says, all right. I gave both sages gave the boon, and next day both stood there. Srimati came, he saw one monkey and another Hanuman. He did not put garland to there. Vishnu protected his devotees. All these Indian funny stories. This devotee wrote to Swami, the need of a guru in spiritual life. That Swami wrote, if you have deep faith in God, and if you have sincere longing to have Him, then He will send a teacher to you. And He will teach you how to reach God. That is the job of a guru. Some gurus can transmit power in the disciple, but they are very special gurus. And sometimes if the disciples are very remarkable, good, they also can help the guru to transmit power. Guru plays a very vital role in a spiritual life. One young devotee had some kind of inner conflict. Swami wrote to him, human beings are born out of the karma of his previous life. Gradually that karma manifests and guides that person. You see, in Vedantic tradition, there are three types of karma. Sanchita, Kriyaman, Prarabdha. Try to imagine, you have 3 arrows in your quiver. One arrow you shot. You cannot get it back. Another arrow you are about to throw. You have control. That one. And another arrow in the back. These two you have control, but this one you have no control, because it is already shot. That is Sanchita karma, this is Kriyamana karma, the thing which is gone, which is Prarabdha karma. So your body, my body is getting the results of our previous karma, past karma. Your good karma will pass over the body, bad karma, result will pass over the body. This human life is based on karma. This world is the field of action. In heaven there is no action. In hell there is no action. There you get the result of action. But whatever you want to do, whatever you want to change, that is possible only in the human life. Who controls that? Your buddhi, your intellect, your mind. You have a power of discrimination. No, that is good. No, that is bad. So you have the power of discrimination, which is extremely important, that you was talking about. If you do not want to be a monk, that is all right. You will lead a good householder's life, earn money in a very fair way. If you want to marry, fine, have children. At the same time, lead a God-centered life. A woman lost her daughter. She wrote a long letter to him, to the Swami, wrote her back and said, pray to Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother. We come out of our karma and we stay in this world. Each person is different. Swami wrote a letter to a monk. Always try to depend on Sri Ramakrishna. Obey the order of the order and pray to Sri Ramakrishna for your one work and for your spiritual life. Always be contented in whatever way Sri Ramakrishna keeps you. Always remember, the activities are going on according to his wish. Try to learn how to depend, how to surrender. Try to develop faith and love. Sharanagata. He says, now I can realize that I am only in the hand, as like a doll in the hand of God. If you see him, you can feel that he's what is called 100% self-surrender. We have egos, but that person, zero ego, no ego. When that stage comes, do you know what will happen? God will provide everything to you. He was writing about Sri Ramakrishna that Satyameva Jayate, always remember, truth alone triumphs, not untruth. Sri Ramakrishna came to establish religion in this age and taught his disciples, serve human beings as God. He established the Yuga Dharma, the religion of this age, and Sangha Gautam, an order, monastic order, so that this order will uplift the society into the spiritual realm. You see, Swamiji had a deep problem in Thousand Island Park in 1895. He was very much impressed seeing America, their power of organization. Oh, it is not one-man show. One man cannot do a big work. It needs a group of work, order. And every monastic order has some problem. You will find in the Christianity and other places, when this politics entered there, power struggle, hanky-panky business, then religion goes down. Who builds the organization? Human beings. Human beings have problems, so those problems enter into the organization. So Swamiji knew the problem of organized religion in this world. He knew history very well. So he thought, shall I organize or not? Shall I organize or not? If I organize, the spirit will diminish. The spirit will go down if I organize. And if I do not organize, the message will not spread. It is a dilemma in Vivekananda's mind about the Ramakrishna order. Shall I organize or not? All organizations are man-made organizations. So human beings' defects enter there. So that was, but he organized. He thought, if I do not organize, Master's message will not spread. That I was telling. Our monks, continuous flow. Every year, 40, 50, 60 young monks join. Some dies also. So in this way, continuous flow comes, you see. That is the way it works. Otherwise, some other organization, one-man show. When that person dies, that organization does not function anymore properly. His disciples begin to fight. That he was talking about, organization. Moreover, it is very difficult to get good workers. You will have to train them. It is not easy to be a monk of the Ramakrishna order. You will have to take 9 years to get ochre cloth. You will have to go training after training. 9 years you can be an MG and be a specialized doctor. Swami said, The brahmachari was telling, well, I am giving you so much trouble, taking your service, it is better to go. But Swami, why do you say so? We are taking care of you, so we get joy to serve you. Do you know what the Brahma Sutra says? It is very interesting. Here is an illumined soul. When he will depart from this world, he will not take anything with him. Those who serve that illumined soul, they will get all of his virtue. And those who will criticize that illumined soul, they will get all of his bad karma. He will depart, leaving both good and bad. So all the results of good karma will go to his disciples and the people, those who serve him, or the result of bad karma will go to that person who criticizes him and hurts him or tortures him. It is in Brahma Sutra. Swami was making a joke. He lost all of his teeth. Only one tooth was remains. So do you know what happened? I remember when I used to eat, I used to sit next to him in the dining hall. Ujuna jani chair on the floor, cross-legged eat. The Maharaj used to come with his, there is a bowl there, and rice, dal, whatever you see, all you will put in one place, he will make it mushy and then eat it. But the 2 times he will come. And then he will take his bowl and then he will wash it and keep it in his room. He will not allow anybody to wash his things. I saw. He has one Swami from America said, Maharaj, I shall give money, have a denture, so that you can eat well and you can buy things. No. So with one tooth was there. Then he said, Maharaj, shall we remove it? Oh, no. Do you know who has the one tooth? He quoted, Ekodantam mahakayam lambodaram gajananam vignanasakaram devam hiramam pranamemam. Ganesh, Lord Ganesha has only one tooth. So, oh no, that tooth I must keep it. But later on he was telling his attendant, the tooth is moving. So if I do not take it out, perhaps at night time it may go inside. The tooth may come out and I can swallow the tooth, It is better to take it out. So the doctor came, you do not need an anesthesia, just pull it. It is moving. In village they should do that thing, I remember. When I was in Mayavati, I used to see the Kumaun range. Young girls in their 20s, 30s, they do not clean their tooth properly. But they are very beautiful. But not there is sufficient water, you see. If there is a stream, they will go there, cold water. They cannot heat warm water, this and that. So there is no toothpaste brush, perhaps the ashes, that is the way they clean their tooth, or twigs, that they use it in the Himalayan range. So when they used to come to our hospital, बहुत दर्द होता है, I have pain. Our compounder, he knows how to extract it. He will give an Novocaine injection, pull it. Young girls, they have no tooth. Very bad condition. They cannot eat properly. So the tooth was taken out. His doctor was a Canadian doctor, Dr. Jones. I knew him very well. He was a disciple of Swami Prabhupada. Divorced, I think he did not want married life, so he went to Vrindavan and just spent his whole life there serving the poor people. MG from Canada. Dr. Jones was Swami's doctor. He was asking, when is Sri Ramakrishna's birthday? He did not want that when he will depart from this world, he did not disturb any program of the center, you know. Then the brahmachari was his attendant. Maharaj, why do you say Jabo, 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 I shall go, I shall go, I shall go? Why do you say so? Are you not serving well? Do you have any problem? Do you have any difficulty? Then he smiled and said, listen boy, when I shall die, you will get some vacation. But Maharaj, if you die, I shall go back to the Himalayas. He was a gypsy boy, you know. No, do not go to the Himalayas. You go to Belur Math. And then they will give you long vacation. You go various holy places. Then you go to the training center. Then first be a monk. Then you travel other places. Now he is in Concall in Hotbroad. He was so happy that I took all his reminiscences in this book. He wrote to me. Later on he withdrew himself. He could not eat, he could not talk. At 11:30, I saw that on the wall there is a picture of Sri Ramakrishna. He was looking at Ramakrishna and repeating a mantra. And the brahmachari saying, what are you doing? No japam, now you sleep. Again he was looking at Sri Ramakrishna and repeating mantra. Maharaj haste laglen. Because this brahmachari, I so noticed it, he used to pull his fingers. All the time he is like this. And he repeated mantras so hours, this is stiff. It become frozen. The fingers and all these things become frozen. It's sitting cross-legged. Knee has become frozen. So they used to put his leg. Long hours. I used to see him. After breakfast, he will go to this temple, 3 hours repeating mantra and reading. Well, half an hour, 1 hour, we feel, we feel discomfort. You know how they discipline themselves. Peaceful death, 11th December 1988 at 9:07, I think it is a.m. Mother's disciple. According to the custom, they carry the body and immerse into the Yamuna river in Vrindavan. I remember I used to send some money to him. Christmas times when I used to get some gifts, I sent money. Maharaj, please use this money for your person. There should not be any money in my room. The money will go to the office, the ashram office. No money. Thakur, Ma, Swamiji, a copy of the Bhagavatam, a table fan, and blanket. Thakur, most. This is shall we put air conditioner there? No. Give air conditioner to the patients in the hospital. Palm leaf fan. And there's another electric fan was there near his edge. Very austere. Great sadhu. Somebody asked, tell me about your life. You want to know my life? Read Chaitanya's life which I wrote. I depicted my life there. How? I memorized that shloka. Chaitanya told Raghunath Goswami, Gramma Varta na kohibe, Gramma Katha na shunibe, Bhalo na khaibe ar bhalo na poribe, Amane Manot Krishna Nam Sadalabe, Braje Radha Krishna Seva Manusho koribe. He was the son of a very rich man. And he came to Chaitanya, please give me instruction. Do not talk about vulgar worldly things. Do not listen to worldly things. Do not covet good food, good clothing. Be humble. Repeat Krishna's name, God's name. Stay in a holy place and worship God. That is my instruction for you. This man ran away from home many times. Later on, his father put him under house arrest. Early in the morning, he asked his God, open the temple. When the God went to open the temple, he ran away. He went through the jungle so that he can see Chaitanya in Puri. So this man was telling his father, but this time, I think my mother was telling, that this time if we find our son, we shall tie him with iron chain so that he may not run away. The father was telling, this beautiful wife and this immense wealth could not bind this boy. Do you think iron chain will be able to bind him? This beautiful wife and beautiful and a long and huge money, he could not bind him. And do you think iron chain will bind this person? Let him go. His life is full of renunciation and purity. These are the two wings are very indispensable to fly in a spiritual life. That we find in the Swami's life. Renunciation and purity. And love. Love is the tail. A bird flies. How does a bird fly? Two wings and a tail. Same thing, aeroplane. Two wings and a tail. So two wings is renunciation and purity. Tail, love. Next Saturday we shall reach another great soul, Bon Baba on Benares. What a monk. He will be overwhelmed. He demonstrated how to serve. I knew him personally. संस्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्म स्वरूपिणे अवतार वरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तव श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरयै सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहरिणे। जय मां। Thank you, everybody.
So Swamiji, he took Jal Samadhi.
Huh?
No, he wasn't cremated, that's
Jal
Jal
Samadhi.
Samadhi, traditionally.
Jal Samadhi.
Swami, the Kali Mandir website says that the week after Saturday you come in the morning.
What?
No, must be a
No?
mistake.
Oh, is
It
that
says 10, it says 10 a.m.
It shouldn't say 10 a.m. That's good, thank you, I'll go check it out. Everybody's gonna show up at 10 a.m. on Saturday. Okay. Human error is very likely when I work on the website. That's how come look onto to edit it. Okay.
It wasn't God or Satan.
Exactly. Come on.
If you have any questions, you can ask me.
Maharaj, how to plunge deep in meditation?
Huh?
How to plunge deep in meditation?
How once?
How to plunge deep in meditation.
How to?
How to plunge deep into meditation.
There are two ways. One is in a positive way, another is in a negative way. Negative way is give up worldly desires. And positive way is love, longing. You see, Tibra Samveganam Asanna, Patanjali says, Tibra Samveg, those persons of tremendous velocity, speed, they make tremendous progress in spiritual life, meditation. Meditation is, do you know, meditation is the seventh stage. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. So meditation is the seventh stage. So you will have to first cross the 6 stages.
How to get pratyahara?
Huh?
How to get pratyahara?
How to get pratyahara.
Or Pratyahara. Pratyahara is the withdrawing this mind from the sense objects. They gave an example, tortoise. When the tortoise has 4 legs and head out, the moment you hit the shell, the moment it shrinks all the legs and head inside the shell. If you cut to pieces, it will not come out. That is called pratyahara. It withdraws the mind from the sense objects. And dharana, dhyana, samadhi. There is in Gurud Purana, I wrote about it. Approximately, if you can fix 12 seconds on one object, 12 seconds, that is called 1 unit concentration. Multiplying 12 by 12 means 144 seconds. That means 2 minutes, 24 seconds. 2 minutes, 24 seconds. If you can hold the mind on a particular object, that is 1 unit meditation. 144 multiplying 12 means 1728 seconds. That means 28 minutes some seconds. If you can hold the mind in one object, it is called samadhi, 1 unit samadhi. 28 minutes, mind on a particular object is not moving. Very difficult, not so easy. This stage, I like on Swami major remark. What is the difference between concentration and meditation? Concentration is just like a hummingbird. Did you see the hummingbird, how their wings move? Or it is like a bee. Before it sits on the flower, its wings vibrates. It's moving very fast. That is concentration. And when it sits on the flower and sips honey, that is meditation. It is a Kamalakant, it is a very beautiful example. Bird before the bee before sits for the meditation for the flower vibrates. That is concentration. And when it sits and sips honey, at that time it does not vibrate. That is meditation. Meditation, I remember when I first came, there some hippies would come in 1970s in Hollywood. They used to ask me that, give me a book on meditation, go teach me meditation. So I was a young man, Swami Prabhupada, they used to give initiation. So I went to Trabuco Monastery. I had an Olympia typewriter, I still remember. Manual Olympia typewriter, German typewriter. So I went there, so I typed. Meditation and its methods according to Vivekananda. That is my hippie book. And Christopher Isharu wrote the foreword. It was published in Vedanta Press in 1974. Then that book has been translated to German, Spanish, and some languages. It is very popular. Advaita Ashram published 32 editions.
It's still very popular, Swamiji.
Very popular.
Still see it.
That is my hippie book.
You wrote the whole thing in Trabuco?
Huh?
You did the whole thing in Trabuco Monastery?
Yeah. Trabuco Monastery sitting on the floor. I had a table like this, lap table. And at the end of the day, this finger is so much pain. Manual typewriter. Then the nuns told me, Swami, you should have an electric typewriter. I said, I am not a fast typist. This typewriter is good. Then when I went to St. Louis, there I bought one Smith Corona typewriter, electric. I was a promotion now. Then in 1988, George told me, Swami, you should have computer. So I learned Word Perfect. Then in 1995, I have Windows. So I got promotion slowly. But I could not do so much work if I did not learn this computer. Sometimes I think in ancient time, how our ancient rishis wrote all those scriptures with pen, Modern technology is just fantastic. Anyhow, I'm a little happy. Yesterday, talking to my graphic artist, his computer broke down and lost the files of Holy Mother's pictorial biography. So she said, Swami, I recovered. Very soon you will get it. Nearly thousands of photographs. 250 pages, pictorial, on Holy Mother. Oh, I am a little happy.
Atmaji, what is renunciation? What is renunciation?
Renunciation is, this world is not real. That idea must penetrate into your marrow, in your bone. Tremendous Some Western people understand renunciation is negative things. I have to renounce my husband, wife, my children, my money, my everything. They understand this way. Renunciation is negative and positive. If I tell you that you have a little house in the ghetto area, I shall give you a house on Laguna Beach on the ocean. Renounce that house and take this Laguna house. Immediately you will jump. I want the Laguna house. That is called renunciation. You are renouncing small things for higher things. Renouncing momentary happiness for permanent happiness. That is called renunciation. Here, renunciation, sometimes people understand negative. No. জগৎটা যে অনিত্য সেটা ভিতরে it will penetrate inside. Love the real. Anyhow. So we finished Sarada.
Wonderful, Swami. That was seven talks. Tremendous record, Swami.
When I see his life, when I am talking, I am visualizing that Swami. Sometimes I wish to go and massage his feet, massage his leg, hands. And you know what they one day. He was asking me, what do you do in America? Uncle Maharaj, we teach Vedanta. Teach them how to love children. He knew that America, divorce, children in broken home, painful. He is thinking of the American people's peaceful life. Teach them how to love children. Do you know why he was talking about? If the social life is shaky, the whole society is shaky. If your life is shaky, if one man, suppose one person, husband is drunk and alcoholic, he can disrupt the entire peace of the whole family. Or one woman can destroy the whole peace of the family. That he was talking. He was talking about family life is very, very important. The monks come from the family people. Do you know what happened? There's one monk who was very much seeing a woman, he used to shrink, away from women. Like, brother, do you know what? The monks do not come from the womb of the monks. They come from the women's. Monks come from the womb of the women, not from the womb of the monks. And the whole audience it came, I have a mother. People laugh. Now this satsang, holy company is very, very important. You cannot buy it from the market. I was telling last February I was in India, January, February. So when I go, I had to give a talk to the brahmacharis in the training center. Nearly 80 to 100 boys are there. They're all highly qualified. So I was telling the brothers, let me tell you the philosophy of my life. Do you know what is the philosophy of my life? If you work, you will die. And if you do not work, you will die. Better work for Sri Ramakrishna. It is true. You will die if you work. And if you do not work, you will die. Better work for God. And then I told them, our Portland Swami Asheshanandaji, mother's disciple, he has a slogan, God vision and television never go together. God vision and television never go together. How many people watch today?
I'm not sure, Swamiji. Live, couple dozen probably, but then as it goes up online, your last talk got a couple thousand.